explain the difference. No, again, red ocean in this case is the market where many companies compete each other. Because many companies compete each other, suppose your company is one of them. You have to compete with so many competitors. When you have so many competitors, sometimes other competitors are better in the quality than yours. Sometimes other companies are better in terms of the cost price product than yours. Then in that case, it's very difficult, no, to consider how you can compete. So if there are so many competitors, for you, it's not a good condition because difficult to set the strategy and difficult to decide what kind of weapons you should use for the competition. Should it be quality of the product? Should it be the lower price or something else? So again, according to Kim and Mobon, red ocean is something, if possible, you need to avoid to compete in such kind of market with so many companies competing. Then they said, what kind of market you are away, you can avoid such kind of situations? That is blue ocean. Blue ocean is the market where maybe you are the only company in that market, or only one or two companies exist in the whole market. And maybe you consider such kind of market maybe does not exist except for some cases of like public utility companies. For example, in Laos, there is a electricity company, I guess. How many electricity company do you have in Laos? Or in Vientiane, let's say in Vientiane. How many electricity company do you have? Mr. Katia, you're about to say something?
Only one, Professor.
Only one, yes, only one. Usually that kind of utility companies, only one, public companies. In this case, they dominate the market. They are the only one in the market. For them, for that utility electricity company in Laos, no, Laos market is blue ocean because they don't have to compete. But of course, it's a public company, so the situation is a little bit different. What happened for the private company? Is it possible to be in such kind of blue ocean market where one company or at most two or three companies exist only? According to the Kim and Mobon, it depends how you can reframe your product and services. If you try to look at your product from the different angles, then for the people, your service looks different. So you can attract certain kind of people and you can dominate in that kind of market. One example I introduced yesterday was the barber shop in Japan. There are so many barber shops, so they compete each other. It's a red ocean market, usually barber shop. But one company, name of the company is QB House. They introduced a new system. Usually barber shop, it's not cheap, it's expensive, $30 to $40, it's expensive. But they decided to provide the haircut service for $10. much, much lower. About the time they need. Usually, if we go to the barber shop in Japan, it takes 1 hour, about 1 hour, because they try to cut very carefully and then they wash the hair and so on. But they decide to provide haircut service within a short time. So, many differences between the ordinary barber shop and QB house. Then people, the consumers, consider these two kinds of barber shop totally different services. They don't compete each other because customers who can pay only the small amount of money for haircut just go to the QB house. Customers who like the traditional service, barber service, go to the ordinary barber shop and pay a lot of money. So they differentiate the customers. QB house has their own customer, and those customers do not want to go to other barber shop. So they can dominate these customers. In this case, QB house is the only company who can provide the haircut to these people. Only one company, QB house. So QB house is in blue ocean market because they don't compete with other barbershop because of the totally different services. Now, how QB house found the way that they can be the only one in that market. Their business can be analyzed with this framework diagram from the book by Kim and Mobon, Blue Ocean Strategy. This framework, with red line and blue line, is called value curve. Here, value curve. This is a curve. And blue one is a value curve because QB house found the new value for the customer, different from the ordinary barbershop. And how, for example, thinking about your business, doesn't matter which industry it is, thinking about the ordinary services provided by ordinary companies in your industries. How about the price of the product? Is it low, medium, or high? How about the service for that product? How about the quality? How about the delivery time after customer order? Something like this. Whatever aspect you can think of, which is related to your industry. Then, in this framework, you just draw like this, the graph like this. Then, in the bottom, you write down those aspects. Quality, price, quality, time, etc., etc., etc. Then, you draw this red line for ordinary companies' products or service. Usually they have the same tendencies. Then you can draw. And it's your company's turn. Maybe at this moment, your company also have the same curve. If you draw the red curve for ordinary products or services, try to draw the opposite curve, like blue one. The move of this red curve and the move of this blue curve, it's totally different and opposite. Do you understand? The opposite move. And if you draw this curve of the opposite move, check what is different. Price, different, quality, different, and so on. So then when you draw this curve, blue line, try to provide product or service which meets this level for each aspect. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, yes. So this is one way to find out the blue ocean market for your business. Draw this diagram, curves, two kinds of curves. Okay? And one way and another way to draw this blue line is either you reduce something or eliminate something, raise something or add something, create something. Here, in the case of QB House, they reduce the price. They reduce the price. Here, eliminate. They eliminated additional services. For example, the washing the hair. They don't wash the hair. They eliminate that service. Then what they added new system, vacuum cleaner, to use a vacuum cleaner after you cut, not washing, but vacuum cleaner, because it's very, you can quickly take some small pieces of the hair. So again, draw blue line for your business. If sometimes difficult to draw like this, try to think, reduce something from your service, eliminate something, or add something, or raise something. Raise hygiene, something like this. And just think these four, then you will find out blue ocean for your business. Is it clear now? So again, at least please remember blue and red. What is the difference between blue and red? Red, so many competitors. Blue, almost no competitors. How to find the market without competitors? Here, drawing this curve, two curves for ordinary product or service and new product or service, opposite move of the line. And how to draw opposite move of the line? Sometimes it helps if you use these four. That's all. Of course, if you read this book, Blue Ocean Strategy, or if it's not available, the book is not available. I show the name of the articles. You can download that article for free, and it's a kind of digest. It's a kind of some part of essence of this book. So you don't have to buy this book if you read that article. That's free. Okay, but at least from this class, just remember these two names, blue and red, and remember this framework, value curve. That's enough at this moment. Is it okay? Okay, if you have more questions, you can ask me next week. And one more question from Mr. Katia. It's about leveraging competitors' characteristics. Again, leveraging competitors' characteristics, thinking about competitors' behavior and thinking what kind of conditions you can prepare so that your competitors do not want to strike back. No, usually when you compete, let's say you did something to your opponent, competitors, and you can think of the fighting in the battle. Usually when you do something, your opponent will strike back. But in the business, if you can avoid that your opponent strikes back, it's better. So again, this leveraging competitors' characteristic is to think what kind of condition you can prepare for competitors difficult to strike back to you. And I introduce some of the cases like this, and also this case, co-opetition. McDonough and Yoshinoya, they don't strike back to Hidakaya, because even though they compete each other, having Hidakaya in the same area, they can attract more people, because for the people, more options for lunch or dinner. So Hidakaya, they imitate their system for finding the suitable location for the new shop and come to the same area to take some of their customers. But even for McDonough and Yoshinoya, maybe it's possible by having Hidakaya, they can have more customers because more and more people come. It's possible. So in this case, they don't do anything to Hidakaya. They just continue their operation. That is all. So again, thinking about your business, thinking about your competitors, what is the condition that your competitors have difficulty to compete with you, to do the same action as you do? This is leveraging competitors' characteristic. Is it clear, Mr. Katia, or do you have further questions?
Yes, it's clear for me now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Others, is it clear? Do you have further questions? No? Okay, so again, blue ocean and red ocean, please remember about that. And when you talk with your colleague about your business, you can, from tomorrow, you can use, our market is the red ocean. Let's think about how we can be in the blue ocean. Then your president will be impressed and they are willing to discuss with you. Okay, so that was from yesterday. And let's move to today's topic. Up to yesterday, we talked about customers and competitors. They exist outside of your organization, in the external environment. So that is why I call it external fit to the strategy. Then now let's think about something inside the company, inside the organization. Now, we talked about the positioning when we discussed competitors. Good positioning of the business is important, as Michael Porter said. However, input of resources is necessary for strategy execution. You can imagine your president make a strategy. For the implementation, what that he or she needs, of course, they need you as a human resources who do something, and they need some money for implementation. They need material for producing something. So again, positioning is important, but that is not everything, because in the implementation, execution of the strategy, anyway, you need resources. And so resources usually exists inside when you use, and improving the capability is the ability to do something. It's one of the resources. Improving capability is critical. Okay, and the resource fit to the strategy is not mere justification of resource-based theory or resource-based view, but coexistence of both views, both positioning school and resource-based view school is important for your business. Okay? Now let's think about the resource view, but we just look back the brief history again. No, in the 1950s, in United States, it was the golden years of the economic boom. So many companies expanded their businesses, diversified businesses. But in 1970s, because there are oil shocks, oil crisis, the economy slowed down. And because they have so many businesses now, and because the economy goes down, they have to consider, we need to decide which business we should keep, which business we should abandon. And you remember PPM, product portfolio management. That is one tool to decide which business should remain, which business should be abandoned. So again, resource allocation was the important topic. And here, y equal f, a function of k and l, that is a typical equation from the economics. I understand you learn business economics from one of the courses. Maybe you remember this function. And usually K in the economics, there are two kinds of resources they consider. One, K, that is capital. It's from the German word capital. That is why it's K, not C. And L, that's labor. Now, in economics, usually only two kinds of
recording stopped.
Resources. But maybe because of the heavy rain, St. Alun-san, her internet was cut. But okay, we will continue. Maybe many people lost the connection. I'm not sure. Should I continue or not? Okay, let me continue.
How is electric offset?
Electricity problem.
Yes.
Because of the heavy rain.
Yeah.
Really? Should I stop now?
Recording in progress.
Oh, she's back.
Maybe the electric will come back soon, but I'm not sure because it run up all the town now.
I see. Sen Alun-san, it seems many people have the electricity problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should I wait for a while, or what do you think?
Yes, I think you should wait for 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Okay, everyone, let's stop for a while. First, 5 minutes. If the people still have a problem, we will wait for 10 minutes. Is it okay? Okay,
yes,
so you can go to the toilet or you can eat something for 5 minutes now. Mr. Panabus, you don't have any problem with the electricity?
Yes, I have problem for electricity.
You have problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I use the internet fiber, but now I use the mobile phone.
I see.
if the long time, maybe the base station maybe that have
I see.
less problem.
Okay. Okay.